So welcome back to my channel, my viewers and my subscribers. I am just here this evening and I am actually giving you guys a little update on the farm and what has been going on since of lately. So I am just here, my viewers. I am actually down at the biggest cabbage patch of cabbage right here, as you guys can see. I am going to go ahead pretty soon and I am going to actually started to water all of the plants because it is actually in the evening now. And over here you guys can see these are the okra plants. They have some very lovely okra on them, as you guys can see right there, and over here as well. And I am going to show you guys some bigger ones. It's actually inside of there. So I am going to went ahead now, my viewers, and I'm going to harvest these okra from these plants. Okras depending on the size that you guys prefer the okra to be harvested, because this is a pretty nice size to actually start to harvest your okra from your plants. So I actually got quite a few of okra to harvest, and I'm going to went ahead as soon as I finish, and I'm going to harvest all of them. Look how big is this one, my viewers. Very huge. So I'm going to go ahead afterwards and I'm going to harvest them. But one of the next thing that I would like to show you guys, I'm going to try and show you guys how I prune my Scotch bonnet pepper plants. But the best time to actually prune your Scotch bonnet pepper plants, my viewers, you should actually prune them in the early morning, whenever time you guys sure that sun is going to be out and the time is going to be very hot. So it is very hard for your plants to actually catch fungus from the water that actually rainwater or the water that you actually use to water your plants with. So right here you guys can actually see this is a very beautiful Scotch bonnet pepper plant right here, and I'm going to went ahead and I'm going to prune it. This pepper plant, my viewers, do not started to pop out any limb as yet, but it will, but maybe later down in the growing stage. So I'm just going to went ahead down below right here, and I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to take off all of these lower leaves. So the pepper plant, my viewers, will start to focus the most of its energy up in the top up here. And you guys can actually see right there, some blossoms started to come on the pepper plant right there and over here as well. Then I am going to show you guys another pepper plant that I am going to deep prune. I'm going to do a very deep pruning on this one. So this plant right here, my viewers, as you guys can actually see, it has a lot of branch on it right here. From down below here, a lot of branches actually on this plant. I don't want the pepper plant to actually bear the way how it is actually now, my viewers, because it is going to bear a lot of small pepper because of the lot of branch that is actually on it. So I'm going to take it off, and while it grow, it can actually start to grow some fresh new branch. So I'm going to go ahead inside of right here. Hopefully you guys are seeing. So the most of the nutrients, my viewers, will always go in straight at the top of the pepper plant. This is a bigger branch at the side right here. I am figuring if I should leave it or I should cut it down as well. I'm going to cut it down, my viewers. So these are all the branches that I actually cut from this one plant. Right here. So if you guys actually could cut these branches from your plant and put rooting powder on the stem of them, and then you guys could set them in some trees, and it will actually bust root and you guys can transplant it. But I am not doing that. So this is the way the plant is actually looking now. This is the fertilizer right here that I use, and look how beautiful. Very healthy plant, my viewers. So what I'm going to do now, I am not going to prune anymore, but look on the size of these pepper, my viewers, that actually started to bear, and the bell pepper plants. Looking pretty beautiful. And right here as well. So things are looking pretty well, my viewers, because we actually stopped from getting the lot of rain. So the plants are actually, most of the plants are growing the way how they should. The fungus actually slowed down in my farm, and I really appreciate of that, because I was getting a lot of fungus on my tomato plants and my pepper plants, and they wasn't bearing. So I was very disturbed by that, but things are looking pretty well, my viewers. This is another Scotch-bonnet pepper plant, and look how beautiful it is. So this is the fertilizer as well, again, and look right here. These leaves need to take off because of the fungus is actually taking them. But I actually spray these plants, my viewers. Last night I went ahead and I sprayed all of them with insecticide and fungicide. So these leaves, hopefully you guys are seeing, these leaves was actually on the plants. So I take them off. But I sprayed the plants last night to prevent it from spreading. But right here you guys can actually see, look how beautiful. Right there. So it started to bear. And right here I have a beautiful cabbage plant. So this cabbage plant, my viewers, I did have the ones leave. This one was actually leaving the tray because it was actually very small when I was transplanting. So I go ahead and I take it out and I transplant it right here. And look how beautiful it is actually looking. Right here is actually the cornfield, my viewers. My dad went ahead and started to harvest the corn, as I was actually telling you guys, from right here. He actually cut down the stem of it from right there. He cut down the stem and he started to harvest inside of here. As you guys can see, that a truck is actually inside of right here. He cut down a lot of them from right here, and he actually started to harvest, my viewers. These right here, you guys can see, these are the cucumbers going along down there, and right here is the tomato plants. So they actually started to bear. Right there you guys can see coming along inside of there as well. They are maybe not bearing the way how I was actually expecting, but I have to give thanks for what I am actually getting from the plants, because I was actually about to actually lose all of them. Right here as well, you guys can see some very beautiful tomato over here as well. Look how many is actually on this plant. Right there, my viewers, and inside of there as well. Some of them is actually hidden down below the leaf, and look how beautiful. I really love these cabbage, my viewers, than the ones in the other field. As you guys can see how beautiful they are looking. Right over here, I was harvesting the pop choy from there, and over further, as you guys can see, is the lettuce. Right here is the tomato plants, and I'm going to show you guys some beautiful tomato is actually right there on these plants right here, and I really love what I am actually seeing. I'm going to go back to that pretty soon. Right here is the lettuce, my viewers, looking very beautiful, and I'm going to water them pretty soon. Time is actually running out, my viewers, because these pop chai is actually reached to the transplanting stage, my viewers, but I am actually preparing the land to transplant. So tomorrow morning I am going to start it to prepare the holes. So I'm going to dig the hole and pour the goat manure inside, and then I am going to transplant afterwards. So please stick and stay. If you guys do not subscribe, please consider subscribing and stay tuned for a lot more videos. So right here you guys can see, look how big is these plants. So this is my pop chai nursery right here, and up here is the cabbages. So I am going to transplant the bigger cabbages as well, my viewers. So I'm going to come ahead and I am going to pull out the bigger cabbage seedlings, and I am going to take them along over there and transplant. Look how big is these cabbage seedlings. So it is quite a lot right here. So they are looking very beautiful, my viewers. I really love the way how they are looking. And right here, this is a beautiful callaloo plant right here, and some sorrel right there as well that we will be harvesting pretty soon, my viewers. I'm going to take you guys along, and I'm going to show you guys the actual the watermelon, how beautiful the watermelon are actually looking as well. So inside of right there you guys can see some very lovely tomato. Look how beautiful. Right there. So they're actually hidden, my viewers, down below here. Look how beautiful. Hopefully you guys are seeing. This leaf is actually blocking it. Right there. Coming up here, you guys can see, and down below right here. Look how beautiful. Right there. Going right along, my viewers, and look how beautiful are the plants, my viewers. They are very, very beautiful and healthy at this time right now. As you guys can see, look how beautiful. And a lot of blossom, as you guys can see, started to come on the tomato plants. So only thing they need to do is actually started to pollinate, and all will be well. Over there is the ginger plants right there as well. I'm going to take you guys over at the watermelon pretty soon. A lot of ball plate bird is actually flying up there because they're actually feeding on a tree. So I'm taking you guys along over here. So as you guys can see, from Monday morning I started to till the soil over here, and I actually just finished a while ago before I start the video. So from up here, my viewers, that is the spray pan up there. From up there, coming right along. Over there, coming along, going straight down there, my viewers. Coming around, right around here. I till from Monday morning. I was tilling a small area over there where I actually transplanted some cabbages. I'm going to take you guys along and show you guys, and the pumpkin plant that I was actually showing you guys previously. My dad said that one pumpkin started to bear or started to hold on the plant. So right here you guys can actually see these are the cabbage seedlings that I transplant, the one in the the ones in the nursery, my viewers, is actually bigger than these ones. But these ones was actually pretty small when I transplant them. And I have a lot more to transplant as well. These ones was the one that I take from the greenhouse and take along to transplant. But they're actually from down there, right down there, coming right along. Go straight up there, my viewers. And I have over, like I have 3 more tray over there. So I have over 300 seedlings in the greenhouse to transplant as well. And I have the ones in the nursery, but I am going to transplant the ones in the, sorry about that, my viewers. I am going to transplant the ones in the nursery first before I started to transplant any more of the ones in the greenhouse. So I am going to go ahead and I'm looking for the pumpkin that my dad said started to hold on the plant. Okay, I found it, my viewers. So right there, hopefully you guys can see it. Hopefully right there you guys can see. This is the pumpkin right here. Look how big it is. It's a very big pumpkin, my viewers, on this plant. So I always telling you guys that the time that my dad started this pumpkin that you guys are actually seeing right here, he actually started the pumpkin from a vine like this. So it never started from seed. He actually cut the vine like this, my viewers, cut it off like 3 to 4 feet, and he come along and he dig up the ground and he place it there and water it, and it actually catch, because right down below right here, the pumpkin will actually started to bust root on it, and it will actually started to grow. So looking very beautiful, as you guys can see. I'm going to take you guys along now over at the watermelon, so catch me over there, stay tuned. So right here I am actually at my views. These are my scallion plant. As you guys can see right here, they are looking very beautiful and healthy, my viewers, as you guys can see right there and up here as well. But I think I made a mistake, my viewers, because as you guys can see that some shoot is actually coming on the, like it is actually going to start it to seed, or what, I do not know. I don't sure. So if you guys have an idea, please leave it down below in the comment section. But I think when I plant these scallion, my viewers, I plant them when they was actually pretty big, when they was actually big scallion, because it was the one that I purchased at the vegetable store and cook from. So some of them started to grow root, so I take them along and transplant them. I think that they should have been cut off right here, so the energy could actually focus at the newer growth down below. I don't sure, but hopefully, fingers crossed. So I'm on my way now, my viewers. Up here, we have some beautiful, as you guys can see, these are the sweet corn up here as well that we transplant. I am planning, my viewers, to actually go ahead. I have some bell pepper seedlings in the greenhouse in the tray growing. I am planning to transplant them in between the rows, right, like right here, of the sweet corn. Hopefully, I don't sure if it is actually a good idea. Leave it down below in the comment section if I should do that. Transplant the bell pepper in between the sweet corn, because as you guys can see that the row of the sweet corn is actually pretty wide, as you guys can see right there and over here. So I am down at the watermelon. You guys can see right here. Look how big is the watermelon. It is actually, soon can actually eat, my viewers. And the other one is actually up here. 2 more of them is right here. But these ones are not going to grow any more bigger, I think. Right there. Those are the 2 of them. And another one is actually right there. looking beautiful as well, my viewers. So I want to say to you all, thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it so much. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for a lot more videos. Transplanting video will be coming out tomorrow or maybe Friday. One love to you all. Until next time, stay safe.